This is cool. So, for this video, I'm going to be making a crappy island kitchen bar wheelie table thing. I have intentions of possibly decorating it or adding more to it later on, but this is kind of just making the bones, giving you the gist, giving you the idea. Right here you see I'm cutting up all the pieces for it. I kind of came up with the dimensions already. You can kind of come up with dimensions for yourself. Having a plan beforehand is much better. I didn't have an exact plan, but I kind of had an idea about the size and dimensions I was going for. My build is bar stool height, so keep that in mind. And I would love to call this a tutorial, but it's more like, watch and learn the best you can and kind of turn it into your own thing. Take what you like, leave what you don't. So, yeah. Hope you enjoy this build, and we'll continue. So now I'm making 4 of these, and we're gonna do this number here like that. And this is gonna be where I fasten all the wheels. So that's gonna be a pretty chunky piece of equipment here, so I'm gonna finish up these now. Okay, so now I'm just gonna sand these down a little bit. So be sure to drill your holes for this kind of nails, because otherwise you'll end up that. But the other ones I learned my lesson, so I'm ready to go with that. It's pretty cool. Alright, so I'm measuring the pieces. We're going to go to about here. And that should make it about counter length for me. So I'll be attaching the bottom using these. So that's how we're going to do it. I need to measure the hang off, make sure they're the same. Alright, she's got about 4.5 inch off hang on each side, and she is installed. I obviously didn't want it to be seamless from one side, so. Alright, so it's time to drill. So, nail here, 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 and 2 there. This is way taller than I thought it was going to be, but it's a perfect bar height. I could cut the tops off of everything, but I don't want to. Honestly, I really like it. Let's get a better view. Wow, it's so big. It's for a tall person. This is for like a 6 foot tall person. Oh my god. But you know what? This is fine. I think I'm gonna really like using it. I feel like I could even add like another shorter shelf here. And I might actually do that. But holy snap, this is my little cart. My giant cart, my Amazonian cart. Way bigger than I thought it was gonna be. I got the measurements off by like 4 inches, but I like it, and it's a perfect, like I said, it's a perfect bar stool height, so I'll get cozy, whatever, and it's so tall. My goodness. Like, this thing is giant. Yeah, I'm totally gonna add another shelf here. This would be perfect with another shelf. I feel like this is gonna be quite useful in getting me organized. If I definitely add another shelf, like maybe even 3 times the storage. So I might do that. And if I add hooks, oh my God. So I'm gonna spitball some ideas. It's not too bad. Right there. From this angle, it looks perfect. Good enough. All right, she is now all drilled in. I say that's a win right there. And she is sturdy. You might have to work with some of the nails because the wood could be like bowing and stuff, but otherwise it worked out pretty good. And I'm gonna start working on getting a third tier here in the middle. Okay, so I put some extra lighting in here with my old photography lights. So here we are. And we're about to get this measurement. If I can get a tape measure. Okay, here we are. So with wood, it's always important to measure everything individually. Wood is so here we are at about 13, so 12 and 3/4. So we're about 12 and 3/4 on this side. And let's see, on this side we're at it's pretty close right there. 12 and 3/4 and a quarter. Now this one's a little longer, you know, because wood warps. It's not perfect. I mean, depending on where I go. So 12 and 3/4. This one will be a little longer. That side will be shorter. So I'm gonna go cut some pieces off and see what works.
So, I didn't nail it in yet, but it's snug in there, so I'm gonna make sure I get a clamp, make sure it's level, see if this one fits. So, let's see. I think it's gonna fit. So, alright, well, that one's definitely fit. I just need to hammer down. Alrighty. Hammer. Difference. Make sure that's level. Alright, that looks about right. But now I need to make sure that they're at the right height, so I'm going to do that. So I'm going to make this the shelf. Let's see. Maybe I want it to be a little lower. Maybe this is a pretty nice tall. I mean, I do want tall stuff here, so maybe short stuff and tall stuff. I think that's fine.
Alright, so I got this to the level position I want. I'm going to use a clamp and I'm going to screw this in, and then I'm going to use another piece to make sure that these two shelves are level with each other before I screw that side in. And here we go. So this is the piece. It's not going to lay perfectly level because this piece is kind of warped, but I'm not too worried about this being not perfectly leveled. It's in between the lines, so it's good enough. So I'm going to cut this to size, and then I'm going to have some more storage capacity here. And I may or may not add a lip. I think I have room for a lip, but we'll see. Okay, so I made a little lip piece here, and I cut this shelf to size. There's still a bit of a lip. There's like a space here. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna cut another piece of that, and I'm gonna have it kind of tied into this up against here so that it keeps this in place. So yeah, I think this looks pretty good. I'm gonna screw this lip in first, and then we'll go from there. So now the lip is drilled in on both sides, and I'm going to add the shelf part, and then I'm gonna do a light brad nail to install the other lip, since there's not enough room to put it right here. So I'm attempting to use 1-inch brad nails to install this piece. If I can get a proper angle on it, we'll just try our best. Let's see. We have these. These are really. Well, this is what has to be used. All right. So I'm gonna turn this around. Okay. You can kind of see. It's very snug. Exactly what we want. All right. So now we are secure. Secure. So that is super exciting. Oops. And this is my lumberjack kitchen island bar, and I'm pretty happy with it. I think she looks pretty good. You know, I could paint it. I think I'll just leave her natural. but otherwise I like how she looks. I think I'll be doing a lot of cooking and eating on this thing, so just another idea. And you could obviously make it bigger or smaller or longer or whatever. So shorter, you can make a small version of it, you know. So skinnier even, you know. This piece on top was only like $20. So overall, this thing was put together with not too much. This was old piece of wood I had from a long time ago, but this was probably, I don't know. The full piece was probably $20. So this is like $10. So maybe $30 for the nice pieces of wood, and then like a couple pieces of 2x4s. And if you get the measurements right, only 2x1, 1 2x1. So yeah, not too bad. And if you make it smaller, well, even less. So this is well under $60 worth of materials, you know. So I think for that we did a pretty good job. Oh wait, the wheels. The wheels were a little expensive because I got them from Home Depot. But if you don't buy the wheels off Home Depot, if you get them bulk, like off of Temu or Alibaba or something, then it's not going to be an issue. The wheels, I had to get the wheels immediately, so I had to splurge there. So if we're not considering the wheels, this build is less than $60. And wheels, it just really depends on where you go to get them. So I'm not going to really give you a price on those. But, and then I got 2 different kinds of wheels, because I got ones that lock, and 2 that lock and 2 that don't lock. I saved money and I got 4 that locked, because 4 locking wheels is not necessary for this. If this was a more industrial usage build, then yeah. But I'm quite happy with this. I'm going to clear her off so you guys can see. So here she is in all her glory. I'll show you. This is her empty, and then I'll show you what I do with her, because I'm going to probably add some hooks and other stuff. So let's look at her while she's empty. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. She's gorgeous. Look at that. Got those wheels. You know, and I think it's a pretty good job for my very first little island build. So, you know, I needed it, so I'm glad I have it now. And so this is good. And I'll get you guys some better light when I get her in full commission. This is her in her raw glory. She moves really well. Easily move her around in a full circle if I need to. So whatever you have to. Yeah, this thing is awesome. So I'm pretty happy Pretty happy with this build. All right, let's put some stuff. Let's get her to work. Let's get her to work. So this cart is super handy and super useful. Right now I'm just kind of like organizing everything and trying to get things in different places and trying to move things in a way because I have different things I have to deal with and work on. So I gotta transfer a bunch of stuff out of there, and I gotta do a bunch of stuff, and I gotta just figure out how I'm gonna organize this place. But this thing is huge capacity. So that's some like the dog food, and I could just, scoop it up, and it's just really good. Obviously I'm not gonna leave it like this. It's kind of a mess, but if you'd like to see how I finish it up and how she looks, and how I'm gonna cook like a first meal on this thing and make it official. So if you want to watch that video, it'll be linked below. I appreciate you watching. Again, I'm gonna add some hardware. I'm gonna finish this up. I'm gonna make it look a lot better. But for now, this is great, just the way it is, Definitely need to add some handles. I think this thing with those wheels, this is all pretty heavy for it. I don't have light stuff in here. Like, I have like oil and coconut oil, like a big thing of salt. So it's holding some weight. I think the tire capacity is like 800 pounds. We got tomato sauce, whatever. So, the wheels have to enter that way. It seems like they're doing okay. Let's see the other side. I think they're doing well. Definitely loaded this baby up. She's doing fine. So yeah, I'm gonna clean up, organize, and we're gonna put this baby to work. Thanks for watching. This is En Route, and we're out.